Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to the grand opening of the Central Station location here in downtown St. Paul. The elevator and the tower and the stairway are really a lot more than that. It's literally right in the middle of downtown, and it speaks to the commitment of the Metropolitan Council and our partners in connecting everyone to light rail, opportunity, education, etc. throughout the Twin Cities. When you come into St. Paul, this will be your last stop before the Union Depot. And this will be a big stop for people seeking entertainment, dining, government services. As you come through St. Paul, we wanted also to talk about the building itself and the beauty of the building, the colored glass in the building, and our artist is here who helped design the building. The colored glass is really to sort of enliven the building. It will reflect light in ways that seems that the building is in motion. It's really an intentional effort about how light rail is enriching and enlivening downtown St. Paul. So as you drive by, it won't be just a building, but really somewhat of a piece of art for downtown, practical art, if you will. It is really important, of course, because it speaks to our commitment to serving the whole community. And that means people that live downtown, people that are coming downtown, members of our disabled community and our seniors, and those that perhaps in a not so balmy winter day just need a little bit of refuge. Not that that ever happens. The other thing of course, is to talk about the efforts of Rick Cardenas. And perhaps this wouldn't be here without Rick Cardenas, or it wouldn't be here by now without Rick Cardenas. And just one story that I wanted to share. About 14 or 15 years ago, Rick and his sister Joanne and I we were at a convention, I think it was in Rochester, and we were traveling together through the skyways, which was great to get to their convention center, but all of these skyways, of course, had doors that were separating them from the adjoining skyways or the adjoining building. And walking with Rick that day, you could really see in others of problems that even though that city had provided this tremendous access to their convention center, these doors in between and where the paddles were really made you think about how difficult it can be for some people to be able to navigate through a big city. And so I'm particularly pleased today that we're able to dedicate this facility, which talks about access, which makes people more connected with the community. And so Rick was the spearhead of this. We're so pleased to have you here today, and let's give Rick a hand for his work. It's also really difficult for me to recognize the achievements of a Harding graduate, since I'm a Johnson graduate. But we will nonetheless do that, and Councilmember Commerce is going to join us up here, and Councilmember Thune, and we have a plaque which will be presented to Rick to gratefully recognize Rick Cardenas, advocating change together at the Metro Green Line Central Station, June 5th, 2014. Rick Cardenas and Advocating Change Together identified a community need for an accessible connection between the Metro Green Line Central Station and St. Paul's Skyway system. Rick organized the disability community, built support, and worked together with local, state, regional, elected, and appointed officials over a 3-year period to achieve the dream of a fully accessible connection. And we're now going to hear from Councilmember Dave Thune. Dave?
Rick has to endure just a little more time before he gets his time to say something. Advocating change together, ACT. I think that about says it all, and that's what Rick has been spending, how much of your life working for? A lot, right? Yeah, a lot of it. Anyway, Rick has been a champion in keeping our skyways open. Oh, I have my sunglasses on. Very good. I'll take those off. Rick has been an advocate for all sorts of issues regarding the disability community. Making sure the skyways are open, making sure that the connections are all able to be walked through, rolled through. And when the whole train system and the skyways were initially being talked about, the connection here didn't make the cut financially. And a number of us pledged that, well, we will find a way. Rick, of course, being an impatient sort, didn't wait to take us at our word. He worked and worked and worked and talked and talked and talked, and went to the Met Council, went to the state legislature, talked to our city staff people. And, that's what makes it easy for elected officials to make sure that things like this happen, when you have people talking and advocating for themselves. I wanted to thank a few other people with the City of St. Paul, John Matsko, who isn't here, from Public Works, and Lucy Thompson, 2 people who also have worked tirelessly to find ways to make this happen and find funding for it. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here with Rick and with all of our other friends. I think I said this before. Well, I said a couple things before. We've always talked about this sort of jokingly as the Cardenas connection, but now with this plaque and another plaque which will actually be affixed here, we will recognize Rick's contribution for the ages to come. There's one last thing I was going to say, and I just can't remember what it was. What should I say, right?
We're going to get a hamburger later?
Yeah, we're going to get a hamburger. I think the gin and tonics are late, so you're going to have to go find those yourself. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. This one more example of why St. Paul is open for everyone. Thanks. Rick?
Okay, are you there? Watch your toes. Okay, I often say that, watch your toes. I'm backing up. So I want to thank everyone, and in particular the money that went through to build this great looking little edifice, but the functionality of it is what we're really concerned about. The accessibility, I kind of say, just like going to the moon, this is one little step for womankind and mankind in accessibility. Women in particular, because pushing carts and taking their groceries home, this is going to be extremely accessible for them getting off this LRT coming from the Midway Shopping Center, coming from Minneapolis. The foreigners have to know how to get over to the Excel Center, and this will help them. They just get off the light rail, get on the elevator, and follow the signs to the skyway. So, let alone the accessibility for individuals with various disabilities or various mobility problems, they'll for sure know where this is, and a little publicity around it will help extremely. I thought it was a great idea when they tore down the building, and 3 elevator banks that were in the Bremer State Bank, when it was a the Bremer Bank was here, and there were 3 banks of elevators. And when I found out this thing was cutting kitty corner, my board at Advocating Change Together thought it would be a great idea to make sure that we had an elevator here. So they said, well, go for it, Rick. And so we've been working on it since then. So I want to thank my board. I want to thank all of you who've worked on this, the Met Council and the City Council, Dave, John and Rich Kramer is behind me, I think, but also the advocates and individuals who testified and called their legislator and called their Met Council person and City Council person Dave Thune. So a little harassment goes a long way, especially when you want something that seems like it won't happen for a while. So I'm really happy to be here, and I hope this elevator works when I get in it. That's all. That's all. Thank you.
Well, we just have a couple little items of unfinished business. Councilmember John Commerce is here, and he wanted to talk a little bit about our big green line opening a week from Saturday. John.
Thanks a lot, Richard. First of all, Rick, thank you. The Green Line is a 100-year investment, and so the organizing and the persistence that you've put into this not only piece of public art but key piece of infrastructure is also multi-generational in terms of its impact and its service for the people of St. Paul and the region, so thank you. I just have the privilege to say I hope you will all return next weekend. On Saturday, the Green Line will be opening for service, and Central Station will be one of many sites where there will be events throughout the day in conjunction with free rides for the Green Line on Saturday and Sunday. But on Saturday, this next Saturday, the 14th, there will be live music throughout the day and a mini golf tournament available in the Skyway. So I hope you will return with your Saturday hat on and join us for that very grand celebration. Rick, thank you again. Congratulations, and thank you all for being here.
Yep, we are. Rick is going to be the first official visitor here to the elevator.